Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with a special installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you by MEOR DC. It's a special installment because it's before Yom Kippur, and I want to share a few thoughts with you quickly. I was laughing when the video started. I'll tell you in a few minutes why, very apropos to our message. But Yom Kippur is almost upon us, or should I say, we're almost ready to dive in to its holy and purifying waters, the special day of Yom Kippur. You know, we're supposed to eat a lot on the day before Yom Kippur. Did you know that? It is. It's a mitzvah. Just like it's a mitzvah to fast on Yom Kippur, to refrain from food and drink for a special reason, not to punish ourselves, but to elevate ourselves spiritually, to identify only with the spiritual aspect of ourselves. That's the point of the fast on Yom Kippur. But just like it's a mitzvah to do that on Yom Kippur, it's a mitzvah to eat on Erev Yom Kippur, the day before Yom Kippur, so we can be strong in body and mind for the spiritual service and elevation of Yom Kippur. So yes, fast on the holy day of Yom Kippur, but eat a lot right now on the holy day of the day before Yom Kippur. And there's another idea too. You know, Yom Kippur is a very happy day, joyous day to reconnect. That's the essence. To reconnect with God, with ourselves, with our fellow man. That's a happy day. Let's have a feast in a l'chaim. No. Because we have to fast on Yom Kippur. For the illumination to affect us, we need to fast, but we feast the day before Yom Kippur. Okay, so have a snack while you're watching me now. It's all about reconnecting. Why I was laughing before, this is like the 7th or 8th take of this video. It wasn't working. In fact, it might black out. The camera might say on YouTube, something went wrong. Do you want to reconnect? And then I say yes, and it comes back on. It's hilarious because that's exactly what Yom Kippur is about. All year long, we've disconnected by neglect sometimes, by silly thoughts. The Talmud says we never do anything wrong. We never do a real transgression unless a spirit of folly enters us. So we've had lots of folly in the past year, and mistakes and stumblings, and it's caused us to disconnect. Because that's really, whenever we do anything against what the Torah wants of us, and often certainly against what our own conscience tells us, we might not consciously, so to speak, acknowledge it or realize it, but there's a rupture, there's a disconnection from God, often from our fellow man, and from our true spiritual self, which is the true essence of who we are. So what's Yom Kippur about? Connecting back, restoring the closeness. Teshuvah, which is the collective mitzvah of the day, teshuvah, often translated as repentance. Okay, return is the real translation. We're returning to that state of connectedness, to that state of closeness. Of course, that involves saying you're sorry to your fellow man, saying you're sorry to God on Yom Kippur. Yes, repenting is a part of it, but repenting is for the sake of returning to that state of closeness and connectedness. It's a very happy day because we're restoring our purity, our wholeness. And the fasting is because we identify with only the spiritual core of who we are on Yom Kippur. Doesn't mean you won't think about food. Of course we might think about food, but we're not identifying with that physicality. We're getting to the deepest spiritual core of who we are. The rabbis say we're elevated, the mystical tradition, we're elevated to the level of angels on Yom Kippur, which is why we say Baruch Shem Kavod Malchus Olam Va'ed aloud, words we only say silently the rest of the year, because it's a praise that the angels say, and we're on the level of the angels. I've already gone too long. I'm sorry about that. Please forgive me. Have a wonderful, beautiful day of connection, of reconnection. Yom Kippur. Good Yom Tov.